legitimately love that movie. It did things for me that, like, actually, yeah. So Climax, this is what you should watch. Climax first. Second, Chungking Express. Third, Fallen Angel. Fourth, Fantastic Planet. It's an animated film from, I think, like 79 or 73. Bitch, that movie is fucking crazy. You would love that movie.
I don't know what my favorite movie is. I literally like...
Watch Solo. I don't know if that's how you say it, but do not watch that. Bitch, oh my fucking God. It's lagged and I saw you standing in the doorway and then I was literally like, someone's in the fucking house. Someone's in the house right now.
I am going to leave that open for...
Do not watch Solo. Don't do that. Actually, do, but like viewer discretion. That movie is fucking horrifying.
I want like a good, like, funny movie.
Solo.
Is that fun? Fuck yeah.
No, that movie is...
terrifying. Question mark?
Yeah, here.
Oh, yo, yo, yo. Enya made me watch Call Me By Your Name and I haven't been happy since. Oh.
Like the whole time, like 90 minutes of
Someone said after COVID go on tour. I wouldn't go on tour again unless it was like for like stand up, and yeah, I would like only want to go on like a stand up tour. I guess we like went on a stand up tour, but like I wouldn't want it to be
without restriction.
Yeah,
like fully what
I was like actually fully kind of fucked over with tour because I had such big aspirations for what I wanted to do with our tour.
Criterion is where you watch it. And
I was like led on, and then like after I signed, they were like, "Oh, by the way, you can't do half of the things that we told you could do." And I was heartbroken. Oh my God, I can't stop picking at this finger, and it might as well come off my hand because it's literally nothing but like a beef jerky station for my fucking mouth. Oh, yo. What happened to the podcast? It actually burned.
Yeah, we set it on fire and just like watched it burn. It's coming back.
Oh my God, I literally can't stop eating at my nails.
The way I'm sitting right now, my foot is completely fucking numb, and it's...
Yesterday, when I was on the toilet, my foot was completely fucking numb because I had my feet on the potty squatty, and I actually thought my feet were going to fall off because I was, like, moving my feet around.
Girl, I'm going to make a movie production company called B48.
Shut up.
And I'm going to make really fucking bad movies.
And did you used to have curly hair? Yeah. My hair is, like, at this point now wavy if I, like, take care of it. Wait, I have not seen a single hype train today.
Literally bring back hype
It's kind of fucked up. Like, no one's, like, does no one care about me? Bitch, no one's subscribing because I won't even get my emotes up. Like, subscribing to me is pointless.
You still don't have them up?
No, even though I already drew them.
Issues. And I fucking photoshopped them.
Oh, it's, like, so complicated. You need to upload 3 different versions of it, like, with 3 different sizes. Which is, like, okay.
Can you tell us more scary stories?
You want to know a funny, scary story? I'm just going to tell, like, my whole run-in with, like, my dad's, like, ex-girlfriend's, like, step-cousins who would, like, torment me with scary stories. If you're not from Florida, you probably, like, didn't have a whole, like, thing every single year about haunted horror nights. But when I was in, like, 4th grade, I was over at my, like, dad's ex's, like, family's house, and they were basically, like, my cousins. So I was, like, sitting at my, like, step-cousin's house, and Beam Moon. I'm going to report on Scary Stories drama and call myself Scary Story Drama Alert. Scary Star. No, Beam Moon is the play on Keemstar. I know, but I was trying to make one about being scary. Okay, so basically... I didn't really know what haunted horror nights was, but this was like fucking 2nd grade, actually. I fucking lied. But basically, I was sitting at their computer, and they were like, "Do you want to see a cool video?" And I was like, "Yeah, I really want to see a cool video." And then they showed me the commercial for haunted horror nights with Bloody Mary in it, and I literally was like, have never been so scared in my whole fucking life. And I remember it was like a Sunday night, and I was trying so hard to sleep at their house because I didn't want to go home because I was too scared to tell my dad what had happened. And then we went home, and I told my dad, and he was like, "Who told you to watch that scary video?" And he just told me to go back to my room, and I had a big ass mirror right in front of my bed, and I was like tormented So I did what any normal child did, and the next day I went to school and told everybody about Bloody Mary and had everyone go into the bathroom and do Bloody Mary. And this girl, Virginia, who I was best friends with, oh, be careful because there's like personal stuff in there.
Can I just do this?
Yeah. And this girl, Virginia, who I was like super close with, went in there and did Bloody Mary, and you just heard like you know how in elementary school the bathrooms are like in the room, they're connected to the room. She went in there and all you heard was like the sound of like the garbage can falling over, and she came out and she was crying. And then that week she moved to New York and I never saw her again. And that was my story.
Good story, Enya. Can I tell mine? It's another funny, scary story that is not that interesting, but I'll just tell it because it's kind of funny. But so when me and Madeline were really young, my dad and my older brothers and shit would just subject us to like really just like when I was like 4 years old, like shit that I shouldn't be seeing. And one of those things was Chucky. And like my dad was like not obsessed with Chucky, but he really just thought it was like Buttercup cinema. He thought it was like the craziest movie ever made, right? And he was so obsessed that he like went to Spencer's and got like all the Chucky dolls, like the Bride of Chucky doll, like the life-size one, like the 3.5-foot Chucky dolls. And me and Madeline were fucking horrified of those dolls. Like literally like thought they were real because we were young, and we thought it was, and we had just seen the movie, so we thought Chucky was like literally coming to fucking kill us like every day. And then like my mom was like really, really pissed at my dad for like, because he would just like troll with them and like put them in our room, and we would go into our room and open our door or like a closet door, and like Chucky would be standing there with his fucking fake knife, like gonna kill us, like not shit you should be doing to 4-year-olds. And we would just freak the fuck out, and like we wouldn't sleep in our room, and we weren't sleeping in our room for like probably a week. And then the final straw was like, I forgot where he had it. I think it was in the shower, and our mom had told us to go like get in the shower, and like it was in the shower, whatever. My mom was like, all right, enough. They're gonna stop bathing, so like you gotta fucking get rid of this doll. So my dad was like, okay, and like picked up the doll, and my mom made us watch my dad throw them in the garbage. So we watched my dad throw the doll away, right? And then like an hour later, my mom like was like, it's time for fucking bed, go to sleep. So like our bedrooms are upstairs, and we have these stairs that are like blocked off so you can't see the top of them, and so like me and Madeline were like, yay, like we're gonna sleep in our room tonight, like there's no more Chucky doll. And we ran up the fucking stairs, and standing at the top of the stairs right after my dad had thrown him away was Chucky with the fucking knife, and like we freaked the fuck out. Is it frozen?
Oh, it's like lagging bad.
Of course, right at the climax.
Literally, you are now rocking with will.i.am and Britney, bitch. Like, no one's talking about the fact that...
Did it just completely lag out?
I don't know. I gotta wait for it to load up, baby. Baby. Fuck, I like... as you were saying that, I just thought of something so funny. Oh.
Girl, let it load first.
To see if, like, it's still existing. No! Oh, people are saying it's not.
Oh, it literally...
For us, it's like, I think actually our internet.
Oh, so it literally didn't lag at all?
Oh, yeah, I think it was just...
Okay, so I'll just finish the story real quick. So basically, Chucky was at the fucking top of the stairs, and in our 4-year-old brains, we were like, oh my god, the doll is actually fucking alive, and he got out of the garbage and stood at the top of the stairs and is actually gonna kill us. And that is the story of how...
You were terrified.
Was terrorized.
I just remembered Leo used to be terrified of monkeys, and we used to go on...
How could you be scared of monkeys?
He was terrified
Actual
of monkeys.
Fucking issues.
And we used to go on YouTube and like go on his iPad and just have a monkey video open. So when he opened his iPad, it was monkeys, and he would just be like, ah! And start screaming because he was like...
Wait, can you... Sorry, finish your story.
No, that was it. We would just terrify him with monkeys.
Sorry to cut you off. But can you like show what you're looking at on the screen while you stream?
Yeah, I think there's a way to do that.
Okay, because one broadcast we need to look up just like we need to go on stream and just look
like
up
a
funny...
deep dive of the internet.
I just think that's a good idea. But yeah.
I'm trying to think of what Natalie was scared of. Natalie, like, isn't scared of anything because she's a fucking psychopath. She, like, finds, like, excitement in being scared.
All my stories, like, that are coming to my head are literally trauma that I cannot talk about, like, because it's still, like, not spoken about. It's literally shit that I've only...
you've told me that, like, I find so funny, but it's not funny.
Let me...
I can't. I like
go. Wait, yeah, let me tell that shit real quick.
I unmuted it. But yeah, that's like something that came to my mind and I was like sitting here. I was like, imagine I said that out loud.
I would literally be like, yeah. Like, that's still fresh.
Y'all love to be like it wasn't muted as if we can't see that it was fucking muted.
Yeah. And then like some people just slip up and say, no sound, it's muted. Like, get on board.
We can hear. We heard.
Get on board, bro.
But yeah.
I think I'm all storied out. I think I've told all of the stories that I want to tell.
I've literally told all the stories of my life. The story of my life. She keeps me warm.
Dude, that's something I was thinking about literally today. I was like, there's gonna be a day where I finish, or like I stop telling all of my memories, like because I already told all of my memories. But then like some shit will happen and another memory pops up and I'm like, oh my god, like I have another memory.
I was
like,
literally thinking that because I was like, I don't know why I was thinking this, but I was just like, I wonder if one day I'll just be boring and I'll have no stories to tell. But I was like, there's always trauma to unpack.
Literally,
there will always be something deep in here that I'm trying to hide.
Like no matter how boring we think our lives is, we live like kind of like very weird lives, and we always like will find ourselves in fucking insane situations.
Not me taking multiple pictures to show how flat my ass is. I like couldn't believe it this morning.
But that's something that, are you looking for like stories to talk about?
Oh no, I was looking this. Like, why is no one talking about this?
I literally
like
tweeted,
no one is
I
talking
tweeted
about.
that photo.
Did you tweet about it?
I tweeted that in the Scholastic Book Fair, and I came up. Ooh.
You'd be like, this is a video.
Girl, I didn't want to say that because the fucking vultures are watching.
The vultures.
Literally, there's one person specific that just be like
watching,
jacking on my shit. But yeah, I came up with a video concept to like throw a.
Someone said I used to be so scared of Drake and Josh that I made my mom change the channel.
But I came up with a video concept, and I want this to be heard here. So if someone fucking does this, they got it from this live stream and they stole it from me, and I will rip them to shreds on the internet. But I want to do a video where I throw a Scholastic Book Fair for me and my friends.
I literally just want to sniff the
like the air,
the erasers,
just
so
the
bad.
air. I just want to like be in the room
and the starchy
and
recycled paper of the catalog. Yum. Yum.
Story of my life. A-U-R.
Boom, 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 boom. I used to be so scared of the Grinch doll my parents took out of the attic every Christmas, and one time my dad threw it at me and I ran and got my coat.
Girl, that's very similar to my story.
Literally. Okay, wait. One time in Honduras, this is not related at all, but one time in Honduras, I was playing hide and go seek with my cousins and I ran through chicken wire. I just thought I'd say that. Because then I had to like wipe vapor rub all over my legs.
Yes. Damn. My DMs are blowing up.
No one talks to me
My
anymore.
DMs are blowing up. Should I say something? Because I be seeing it a lot.
No.
But that's not who I was talking about.
Oh, I know, but I get what you're saying. But, yeah. I'd be, like, biting my nails and then smelling my breath on my fingers.
I'm not fucking kidding. That is one of the best smells in the goddamn world. And it's like, it smells like burnt, almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mine kind of smells like Red Bull since I was drinking Red Bull. Oh, my God. It's already 9 p.m.
Astrology signs. I'm a Pisces sun with a Gemini moon. I love saying that because it gets the bitches angry. They're like, no fucking wonder you're like the way you are.
I'm a Libra with a Virgo rising. I don't know what that means, but I just wanted to say it.
Stop being so secretive. Guys, we have to be secretive.
Like, literally story of my life.
Because sometimes I just want to, like, keep some things for myself.
Oh,
you know?
That was, like, so weird. I was fucking terrified of the abominable snowman from the Rudolph movie.
Bitch, me fucking too.
I can't think of something weird I was scared of. Oh, you know what I was terrified of? The villain from Crash Bandicoot. I vividly remember by the age of, like, 3, like, running out of the house and my parents laughing at me. Because I was, like, terrified.
And you're an Aquarius.
No. This motherfucker scared the fuck out of me. Like, he scared me so bad. I used to have this JoJo the Clown doll and the batteries, and it would sound off at night even though we took the batteries out. That is fucking scary. And your dad smashed with a hammer.
This motherfucking doll. The Tickle Me Elmo doll.
Oh, I had that.
This shit was horrifying for me. It literally scared the shit out of me. And it would say, like, it would just randomly just start laughing and talking. Like, that is, like...
That was its job.
That is a fear simulation. Like, that is legitimately... It was made to be scared of.
When I was little, I used to be scared of Swiper. Then I saw him in my closet and outside of my window. I remember being terrified of Chicken Little. Dude, the things, like, kids find, like, scary is so funny. And yeah, you are an Aquarius, bitch. Lick my motherfucking ass. I get to be what I want.
Lick my balls.
Lick my balls.
Dude, this is like this would be fun to do on YouTube. It's just read these and laugh at them.
I guess, but you could also just, like, go live on YouTube. Oh, but the point is that you could, like, cut the fat.
Yeah, exactly.
Cut the fat. Cut the crap.
Cut the chick.
Cut the crap. I hated that fucking monkey from the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Dude, though,
I used to be scared of Chuck E. Cheese. I used to be scared of mariachi bands.
Everyone, we need to pray for Chucky because he's on that shit. Like, he's on that shit.
I remember one time when I was like 5, my uncle used to own a restaurant, and they had a mariachi band come and play, and I started crying profusively. I was so terrified. It was so much, like, fucking, like, noise for my little ears, and I was terrified. I used to use 3-in-1 shampoo 3 times as if I...
Wow.
That is amazing.
That you should tweet that shit.
You're so... It's not even mean. He looks better now. I was terrified of Mr. Meaty, the claymation.
Sure, your
I love that.
looks so good. I've been getting good at it because it's been, like, a source of insecurity for me. Just kidding. I literally would never be insecure of my fucking hunchback. I think that is the funniest thing in the world.
I have a hunchback. I like sit like this. I guess it's not a hunchback though. It's just like a...
I literally fully have nerd neck. Like, this is just how I'd be walking. Like, straight up. Wait, am I in the view?
Oh my god, my computer is like, too much. Wait, walk by again. You look so scary.
Damn!
Make his pockets hurt. Those goblins from Harry Potter used to terrify me. I didn't watch Harry Potter because I was a fucking nerd.
Literally, I ride that like a personality trait. Like,
no.
Literally, I'm like, I haven't seen Harry Potter. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. What is the other one?
Star Wars.
I haven't seen Star Wars. And I say it like it's a personality trait, and
Same,
it's really not cool. And it makes me less cool.
My family was obsessed. Like, my birth mom and my dad are obsessed. They were obsessed with Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. So in actuality, I've seen all the movies up until 2005, 2006. I've seen all of those movies multiple times because I would take a nap and wake up to my older sibling and my parents watching fucking Star Wars again. And
you know what
they
I
also
have
had
seen?
The wax figurines and shit. They were actually obsessed with that shit.
Listen to this bullshit. I haven't seen the full Harry. I mean, I've seen like probably like more than half of Harry Potter, and I've seen more than half of Star Wars, and
I've seen when that bitch gets like kicked out.
Lord of the Rings, and I am very fascinated in Lord of the Rings, and I want to watch it like very soon because I think it's like a very good movie series. But you know what I have seen every single movie to? Mortal Kombat. Do you know what that is?
Like, the video game has a movie series? Yeah. Why have you seen that?
Because my family, again, was obsessed with it. I'm pretty sure, unless I was watching cutscenes of, like, the video game.
You're just watching cutscenes.
Blew up like a dead cow. Oh, my God.
My sister told me that foot fetish, but you started telling people I had one.
Oh my fucking God, I have a story just like that. So I was watching Jay and Silent Bob, again, way too young to be watching that, and Sarah Silver, or maybe it was Sarah Silverman, but someone had said masturbating on screen, and like, my parents had walked in, and I was laying on their bed, and they were like, Drew, like, what are you doing? Why are you watching this? And I was like, I'm masturbating. and I was like 6 years old, and my dad was like, holy shit, Pam, get in here. Drew, say what you just said to me. And I was like, what? I'm masturbating. And I like, yeah.
You were so like, why are they laughing?
I was fully like, I knew what I was saying in my head, and I knew I was right, and I was just saying the wrong thing.
When I was little, I was scared of the gingerbread man because our kindergarten class had an activity where you would do a scavenger hunt and clue and shit. Would eat people, and like we eventually caught the gingerbread man, and they had him in handcuffs, and the cops drove away. We ate his leg. What is this?
Yo, is this a dream you had?
One time in first grade, they wouldn't let me go to the other side, feet on the floor, and a girl thought it was coffee. One time in second grade too, I was best friends with this girl Doreen, and she was sitting at the spill out, and it was during PE again, and she was like sitting down after the teacher had already dismissed us to go play, and she was just sitting on the floor, and I was like, Doreen, let's go. And then she goes like, Enya, I peed myself, go get the teacher. And I was like, and I just turned over and I go, everyone, Doreen peed herself. And everyone like circled around her and just looked down at her sitting in a puddle of her pee.
Yo, one time I did something very noble for a nerd, or not even a nerdy friend of mine, but so I had like a big sleepover at my house. And we were like probably 13, and we had a big sleepover, and we had this swing in our house, like connected to the ceiling, and like we all slept in the living room because it was like TV, whatever. So we slept in the living room, and this kid slept on the swing, and he pissed himself in his sleep, and it's like leather and cow like hide on the swing, so it like ruined it forever. And I just took the blame, and I was like, yeah, I peed myself, Mom, on the swing, and like. And I told everybody else I peed myself because I felt bad for this kid. And, he pissed himself. And I took the blame. And then he's never once admitted that it was him. But it was fucking him.
Leo,
and so I threw a cockroach on him one time.
Leo used to pee the bed and just not say anything and like sleep in a piss bed for like a week, and then we'd be like, it smells like piss around here, and it was his bed, and he was too scared to say anything.
I pissed all over my brother's Nintendo. I was a mean fucking kid. I was spiteful. So my brother, I don't remember what. Oh my fucking God! I told you I didn't remember, but I remembered what he did, and it's really fucking gross and really just big brother. Like that's what you do to your younger siblings. But he cupped a fart in his hand and put it in my face, and it was so gnarly that I literally vomited in our trash can. Like I ran to the trash can and threw up. And then later that night, he had a Nintendo 64, like set up with all his games in this like little plastic like rolling carrying case. Flipped open the lid in the middle of the night, pissed all over it, pissed all over the games, ruined everything, and never told anyone it was me, and got away with it still to this day. And I went back to like you know how like some like murderers like go back to the scene of the crime or whatever. I went back to the scene of the crime like a week later and opened it, and it smelled fucking horrible, and it had like crystallized, and I was like, yup, that's on me, baby.
Wait, I want to read some of these before I say what I was saying. After watching Soul Surfer, where a Christian girl gets her arm bit off by a shark, I was scared to sit on the toilet because I was scared a shark would come out of the toilet and eat my ass. One time in elementary school, we had a lockdown because a cop accidentally shot his gun instead of saying it was a mistake. He said it was an intruder. So I was at school until like 7. When I was there, I went to pee in a bucket. This kid moved the curtain and spit M&Ms at me. What the fuck?
What is that story?
Oh, what I was gonna say is Sophia used to piss me off so bad, and it was to the point where as fucking kids and teenagers, you fucking fist fight your siblings. I was so tired of beating her ass and like making her physically hurt. She would just piss me off, and I'd be like, I'm gonna go spit on your pillow, and she'd be like, and no, don't, and I would go to her room and I would just spit all over her pillow, and I was like, fuck you, bitch, go fucking wash your pillow.
I hate like very few things like bodily functions, and like I'm okay with spitting, but if I see someone else's spit on the concrete, it literally fucking like freaks me out. It's like spit, and then when people scratch their head,
I would hawk a fucking loogie. I'd be like, go.
My fucking God, loogies.
I'd be like, go clean.
It's not spit. It's fucking loogies, and even that word. No, you started something in that.
Okay, but fuck. There was something else I was thinking. Oh. Also, I was just thinking, just 4th grade, dude, I used to be fucking evil. I was like an evil kid. I remember, I think I might have told this story recently about like the catfishing. The girl who like was trying to prove that she was dating this boy, but I'm gonna say it anyway. This girl, Cindy, I fucking hated her. She was a pathological liar and a bitch, and I fucking hated her in 4th grade.
Sydney and with a C or an S?
C. Okay. It's very different. I've never met another Sydney with a C. Like, grow the fuck up. But
literally all the
Sydneys are like, fuck you, bitch.
No, okay. All the Sydneys are like, oh my God. Yeah, mine's spelled with an S.
So basically, she was trying to like get into my group of like friends. It was like 4 of us, and it was like a big thing. We were like known as like the group of 4 girls. She was trying to fucking enter it, and I hated her because she was a fucking liar and she was crazy. But basically, one morning we were like all sitting outside, and she like comes up with her phone. We're waiting to be picked up by our teachers, and I just hear her behind me.
I support Sydney's, by the way, with a C.
Sydney's with the S.
Sidney. I support all Sydney's.
I just haven't met a Cindy that's like made my day. Like. Someone doesn't know how to spell Sydney the other way and is spelling it like that, like kidney with a C. Okay, basically, I just hear her behind my back, like sitting here raving about this boyfriend. We're in 4th grade, mind you, and she's like, yeah, he's 16 and like he's so cute, and he's like this white boy with like blue eyes. And if you don't know, I did not grow up in an area where you just randomly meet a white boy with blue eyes. Like that was literally like,
oh bitch, I know where this story
is. That's so fucking unheard of. So I'm sitting here listening to her describe this guy, and I'm like, where did you meet this 16-year-old? You're a 4th grader. So I'm sitting here listening, and I turn around and I'm like, oh really, where'd you meet him? And she's like, oh, I met him like online, and like we've met up a few times, and like she's just like painting out this bullshit. And I was just like, let me see a picture. And she shows me a picture, and it's the most random like scene boy I've ever seen on a phone. And I was like, that is not your fucking boyfriend, Sydney. And we start going back and forth and arguing, and she's like, you're just fucking jealous because I have like an older boyfriend. And she's like, we're going back and forth, and then
you were a little jealous, huh?
No, I was fucking pissed because I was like, I'm not letting these motherfuckers believe Sydney is dating this boy. So I went up to class, and my teacher like let us go on the computers like in the morning or some shit. But basically, I went to the computer and I literally typed up white emo boy, blue eyes, and the first picture to come up was the picture she was showing. And I was like, Sydney, what the fuck? Your boyfriend is so fucking famous. Like, he's on Google. Like, and I just like fully demolished her in front of everybody. And like, yeah, it was so fucking amazing. And I felt awesome.
See, when I catch people lying, I just let them lie.
No, sometimes I call it out. But no, I'm at a point where I find humor in, like, a grown-ass adult's lying. Yeah, dude, I'm like, what are you lying for?
Actually, you know what I call out more is when people just, like, tell, like, blatant, just, like, not true shit. Like, shit
dude, this is literally the point. This is the picture. She was showing me. I was like, that is not your fucking boyfriend, bitch.
Literally, like, you know what I'm talking about, but, like, when people say shit is a fact and it's not a fact.
Yeah.
I love calling that shit out more than anything.
Yeah, I love questioning when people are like just saying
like
facts.
When someone actually believes something is true and it's just like, really just think about it. Like think about it.
Think about what you're saying to me right now.
And then like reassess.
But yeah.
Wait, his name is Alex Evans.
Alex Evans.
Girl, wait.
So that's Lil Hubby.
I know of Alex Evans for some reason.
Does that name ring a bell? Oh, fuck, I lost it. I remember in 5th grade during Charlie, we had a lockdown and the cops came and I had panic attack, so everyone in my class kept saying, it was fucking Charlie. One time in elementary school, I cried during class because I was so angry. My teacher gave me a banana to eat. Dude, I had this teacher. Her name was fucking Miss Hollywood. She was the evilest bitch.
That is the hardest name of all time.
Her name was Miss Hollywood, and
sick.
she was so mean to me. She's the one who gave me pure trauma about crying in public and showing that I was crying, because I still am super sensitive, but I used to be even more sensitive.
Actually, the hardest name of all time, I think. Miss Hollywood?
Yeah, but
Damn.
This was like 5th grade, and I used to cry every time I felt like I was in trouble or like being called out. I just immediately got pure anxiety and I didn't want to get in trouble, so I would start crying. And one time, I have 2 stories. One time I started to cry when she was yelling at me, and she just goes, "Are you fucking kidding, Enya? All you don't know how to do is fucking cry. You think crying is gonna solve all your problems?" And I'm a fucking 5th grader, and she's just yelling at me and berating me, and she embarrassed me in front of the whole class. And then I never cried at school again because I was like, okay, I'm going back to being evil like I was in 2nd grade because I hate it here. And then another time, she didn't let you chew gum in her class, and I was chewing gum, and she came up behind me and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm doing my work." And she's like, "No, what are you doing?" "Thank you for subscribing." Yeah,
no,
yeah.
You say their name.
Oh, I don't know how to say it. That's why I just said Elris Colt.
Yeah.
Okay, basically she made me take out my gum and put it on my nose for the rest of class. She made me hold my gum on my nose, and she was like, "No, you can keep it." And she made me put it on my nose, and I had to keep working with my gum on my nose.
That's like really toxic.
She was so fucking evil to me.
And
her top saying was, "The devil is a lie." She would be like, if you said something, like if you lied about homework, she'd be like, "The devil is a fucking lie. Like, I know you didn't do your fucking homework."
I am literally gonna start saying that. I love that saying. But I have so this is like completely off topic, but in 2nd grade, we had a spelling test, and if anyone knows me in real life, actually, you can probably tell on fucking Twitter if you follow me.
And your videos.
I just don't give a shit about spelling. I never knew how to spell. It's never clicked.
It's not for her.
Yeah, it literally just has never clicked in my brain. It's never been a thing and I'm not embarrassed by it. Like, I own it, and I don't fucking care that I don't know how to spell literally any fucking word. But we were taking a spelling test, and when I did care was when I was getting graded on it, because for some reason as a young child I was so obsessed with getting good grades, and I shouldn't have been. I should have just whatever. But we were doing the spelling test, and I was I had studied really fucking hardcore for this test, right? I was gonna get a 100 or get an A on it. So I went really hard the night before, just studying my ass off. And basically she was reading off the list, and I was like, fuck, I'm getting this. And then she got to this 6th word, and she said, "Spell the." And now I know it's THE, but I had studied it as the. So she said "the," and I didn't know what she was saying. So I spelled THA, but and I was like, I never studied this word. What is going on? But yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's a story about how I was taught to spell "the," didn't know you could pronounce it "the," and she said "the." And I complained, and she was like, "Yeah, you're right." And she just took it off mine. But
I am currently banning all the people who are spamming. For everybody who keeps asking me to. Bow, bow,
bow, bow, bow. Girl, get a mod in here.
I know. I just don't know how. Well, I know how. I just I don't know. I don't know. Trying to think of anything else I can think of. Oh, also, one time. This was 1st grade, because my real mom was still around, my birth mom was still around, but I was fucking being abused by my bus driver. She didn't let you eat on the bus, and if she caught you eating, she would hit you. And Have I ever told you this?
No, what the fuck?
She was like fucking crazy. So one story is, you know how like when you're getting dropped off, especially as a fucking first or kindergartner, your bus driver is supposed to wait until you get in the house before like anything. My life is a movie.
Literally. I have a bus driver story similar.
My bus driver went to drop me off, didn't wait for me to go inside, and nobody was home for some reason. I guess it was like an early release day and my parents didn't know, but no one was home. And in my rowdy ass neighborhood, I just sat on the front porch alone for literally 3 hours in the Miami heat. I just sat there alone until my godfather, who lived across the street, came out and he was like, Enya, what are you doing outside? And I was just like, hi, I don't know, no one's home. And then we went to the school and the bus driver got in trouble. But then that same bus driver didn't let you eat on the bus. And one time I brought on hot Cheetos and I was sitting and eating hot Cheetos because I was fucking hungry after school for a little snack. And she literally just came to my seat at like a stop sign or something. And she looked down at me and she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm just sitting here. And she was like, you're eating. I saw you in the review mirror. I saw you eating. And she just starts hitting my leg. And she like just hit my leg a shit ton. And I was like, oh my God. And
Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. She's probably having a bad day, right?
And then I was just fucking sobbing because I just got my ass beat by my bus driver. And then I went home and my mom was like, why are you crying? And I was like, my bus driver beat my ass. And then we went to the school and the bus driver didn't get fired. She just like got in trouble.
Wow.
But yeah.
Yeah, I have really gnarly bus stories.
Like, and I wasn't the only kid she hit.
Like I was mean as fuck on the bus. Like I was a shithead. And actually, I have one bus story that's really embarrassing.
Why didn't you sue her? Yeah, swear. Swear my fucking family was about to sue someone.
But yeah, I have like this really embarrassing bus story where like I was like going through this weird phase for like a couple weeks where like I was obsessed with like regal names, like names like just like regal names. And I would just, I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically I just was obsessed with
did people. You call someone like...
No, I wanted people to call me Bartholomew. And like, I legitimately wanted my name to be Bartholomew so fucking bad that I would beg my parents to change it. Like, that was like how deep I wanted it to like that's how deep this went for like a couple months or a couple weeks. I can't remember. But yeah, I was just on the bus one day and like it was a cold day out. So when you breathe on the window, it would like, it would fog up. And I just like spelled my name out in cursive. Or I spelled Bartholomew out in cursive. And I remember just like looking at it and like being like, wow, it looks so good. Like if only that was my fucking name. Like how embarrassing is that?
I remember for a while I actually wanted people to call me by my middle name and it never caught on. And I was like, okay, I guess this shit fucking sucks.
Yup, and that's why.
Wait, I had another fucking story to tell that I immediately fucking forgot. Oh, that wasn't a fun story.
Wait, the show with the scientist guy and the little guy that they go on like space missions and he turned himself into a pickle. That's a good show.
You're so annoying. I was about to say Doctor Who ? Yeah. One time I was on the bus and we were on the highway and this badass little kid shook up a spray and then threw it out the bus window. Dude, did y'all ever get the actually I think the bus driver who abused me did get fired because then I remember at one point we were like riding in like a Sprinter van. Instead of a bus for a while.
I used to get condiments from like fast food places like ketchups and all this shit, and me and my friends would collect them and then put them in giant gallon size Ziploc baggies and then put them in the middle of the road and make cars or watch cars drive over them and explode like ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise all over the side of their car. Don't do that because that's really fucking toxic and really, really evil. And I have made up for it in other ways. I've already gotten my karma. Girl, come on.
Girl, because I have to look at the comments. I lived in Wyoming for a month, and when I was 7, my grandma picked up me and my cousin early, but I'm supposed to take the bus with my cousin, and after school, I had to take the bus alone, and I didn't know how to get home, so a random guy took me home.
Oh my god. That's like horrifying.
Oh my god, one of the scariest things to happen, this is like not a funny story, but it's literally just scary and shows that men are fucking scary and evil. One time when I was 14, and this is also just to like let y'all know like where I grew up. One time when I was 14, my dad had me and my sibling bike to the corner store to like close to our house to go and get him a bottle of Coke because he was obsessed with drinking Coca-Cola for a while. So we rode there, and my sibling sent me in because she was just like, I don't want to go in. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll go in. And I went in, and a scary big man behind me while I was at the checkout whispered behind me, and he asked me if I was a virgin. And I was like 13, and I was like 13, 14, and obviously I didn't know. I shouldn't have answered, and I should have just shut up. And I was like, yes, I'm 13. And I just went up and I paid, and the cashier heard it and didn't say anything and just laughed. And then the man behind me was like, I can change that. And then I was so scared, I started crying, and I got on my bike, and I like rode home so fast, and I didn't tell anybody what happened because I was fucking terrified.
Real psycho shit.
Hold on, I'm trying to like figure this out. But yeah, awesome fucking story. Hispanic parents will always be obsessed with Coca-Cola. I don't see, like, I like, blocked someone, but I guess y'all can still see their messages. I still have to figure out how to use Twitch because I'm sorry if people are spamming. Did y'all ever get little airheads and you used to shake them up so they became little fat
Yeah, that
nodes?
became a trend on TikTok, and I was like, it was like people just
lazy eye.
Yes.
Thank you for subscribing.
That became like a thing on TikTok recently that I saw, and I was like, y'all really just now doing this shit? Like, we were all like 6 years old at one point. And that's my rant. That's my story.
Wait, I'm trying to read some of these. One time when I was little, I told my teacher I wanted to go to the bathroom. She said I could go, and then I went to the bathroom. There was a girl in the toilet, and I asked her to move over, and we shared the toilet. Dude, literally, you would be spidering.
Literally. That's some just like real kid shit. That's awesome.
Okay, what do I do when I click on this? So I don't. Oh, ban. Okay, see, I was clicking block, but you have to ban someone when they spam, not block. When I was in second grade, I had a dream. They're in this like thing. When I was in second grade, I had a dream of a puppy, and the puppy was so cute. I let him in the house, but on the 31st day, I noticed the puppy was actually a pedophile, and I cried. That was a weird dream. I'm so confused by that.
Oh, I thought that actually happened. I was like, what? I was like, where are your microns? You don't have any.
My microns?
Yeah.
Like these?
Your Pigma microns.
Oh, like the black. I'd be like, bye. This has turned into a mukbang.
Mukbang on Twitch. Drew, shout out to John. Drop your letterbox. It's just Drew Phillips 09.
Titties on the stream, and that's on Hype Train.
Like, imagine I just showed it with that.
And that's the drawing.
It's a little girly.
Let me have a bite. No.
Mm-mm. Get your own.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the flavor.
I want a soda so bad. I'm so bad.
Let's go halfsies for fries and soda.
For McDonald's? You down?
I was gonna say Popeyes because I want their fries.
Bro, you get Popeyes, they get McDonald's. Would you be down?
I don't know. We're just sitting here in silent eating.
I'm like spitting food all over you. Oh.
What? What color should I dye my hair tomorrow? Pink. That's always a safe color.
Pink is cute. Honestly, yeah, pink.
Were you gonna say a different color?
I'm gonna say pink or blue, like a light blue.
Blue is like tricky because it can like wash you out, it can like make you super pale. Warm colors are really safe.
It's interesting. I wouldn't really put that much thought into it. But I fully believe it.
Is sushi your favorite? Yes. But I'm going back to being vegetarian. So.
Hype train!
Oh! I think it's done. Yeah. Okay. I think it's time to go. Love y'all so much. If you like the just chatting, me when we just need to make the fucking podcast.
Straight up, like.
But it would be fun before the podcast gets out. Maybe we just do a few live streams for just chatting. We'll figure it out. Okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this.
This was fucking awesome and super fun. Maybe I'll be back and I'll be playing a scary game. Maybe I'll play with Drew. If Drew's down, we'll figure it out.
I'll play, yeah.
But yeah. Bye. Yes, I'm going to save this stream. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for sitting around